Today's subject is Bible and camels. I made a video already that Moses could not write Genesis based upon Genesis chapter 36, 31. Over there is King of Israel. What that means is Moses could not know King of Israel. So therefore, the actual the King of Israel is happened after almost 700-800 years after Moses died. Now, there are many people try to find out that the reality of the Bible, and one of the group is archaeologists. And what they try to do is they dig up the earth. And when you read Genesis 24, Abraham sent his servant to Haran to marry Isaac. And at the time, the servant brought 10 camels in there. So, in order to explain the matter, that let me draw the line. Okay, here is AD, okay, and here is BC, and Abraham here, okay, Abraham here is 2,000 years, okay. Now, according to archaeologists, and they found camels born with human beings born together. So they believe, okay, this is the time people make a camel as cattle. So that time is around 1,000. Now, about 300 years later, about 700 years, archaeologists found so many those kind of archaeologists, human being born and camels born together. Now, this story is based upon the Bible on earth. So you may you may buy, and you get in a library. Then try to read that. And now, so if the Bible is 400 BC, then this is after prisoner released from Babylon. So Bible is written around this time. So now, if we, or you, try to write history of Roman Empire, then we don't know exactly Roman Empire, things like that. But this is a guess. Okay, if Bible is written 400, then from 700, many people saw already that camel brought lots of heavy loaded in the back, and use camel for transportation. So the Bible writer, okay, maybe Abraham did the same thing, but actually happened in here. So that's a difference. So if the Bible is written in here, then, they don't know the exact condition, 1600 years before. So now, who discovered this one? It's the Tel Aviv University in Israel, and also, the combination with, cooperation together in the Yale University and, French University, they get together, discover this kind of fact. But some Christian community do not want to believe this kind of a thing. And then what they said is, okay, radioactive things like that, we don't believe that. Okay. My question is, who created radioactive? Those kind of things. All the way we go, God created. So, but, okay, I have to choose what I want to believe, then I'm choose something against my belief, then forget it, okay? That is not right attitude. So, 1600 years before, it's very difficult to, understand, how they live. It's a long time. Now, when Tel Aviv University, announced this one, this is, I think, we should not, announce this kind of a fact. Because in Israel, it may prove this whole Torah may be legend, because it's written, 1600 years later. Then so many people go to and visit Israel to look for all the steps of, like Jesus or, all other, Jericho, all kinds of things. Then eventually, that all the tourist, income maybe stop. But as a scholar, they announced this one. However, some people, because this kind of fact is against their belief, they try to deny this one. But that's a reality these days. Now let's go further about camel. According to Genesis chapter 43, that Jacob become rich, and he has so many sheep, slave, camel, horse, things like that. And when he tried to go back to his hometown, he was afraid to see his brother, Esau. So, okay, he got a plan. Okay, let me divide half for him, and while he take, and I am going to, run away from him. So finally, he, prepare the present, a souvenir or bribe, or whatever it is. And then at the time, the camels is 30, and then some small camel too, baby camel. Now, what that means is, assuming half and half, okay, he altogether 60 camels. you go to 32, 32, 13 and 14, then there are so many animals and number in there. Now, so the Esau got about 60. Now, when you go to Job chapter 1, 3, the number of camel 3,000. After tribulation, 42, chapter 42, verse 12, he got 6,000 camels. So 100 times more. Now, do you know how much, water we need? How much, vegetable that, a camel must eat? For 6,000. Now, when I look at the, some kind of, data, and like in Korea, they don't raise a camel, but they raise cow, and then each family raised about 17 cows. Now, but Job, okay, Job is the person around Abraham. He got 6,000 camels. Okay, so that's what they said. Okay, and whether you believe it or not, that's your choice. However, that many ways that Bible was not written in here, or 1500 is Moses' time, but it is at least 1100 years later. Okay, from now on, about 2,400 years later, Bible is written. So there's many ways. Not only Bible, Bible said, but all other archeological discovery, things like that. Bible is not written, while Moses was alive. It's just far later time. So the Torah is just like you are writing right now history of Rome or Greek. Thank you so much for your watching.